بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Inshallah, I just wanted to record a quick message for everyone and talk briefly about cabin fever. Already families and individuals are experiencing issues being confined in a space, particularly with other people, that's causing some frustration and some pressures which we're maybe not necessarily used to dealing with. So we wanted just to talk about this very briefly, and maybe some of the things that we can do to help alleviate those pains. I noticed some of our students in some of our classes that we do now online have already expressed some of the difficulties they're dealing with trying to balance work and the children at home and school, doing school online, and being confined in the same space. It can be very difficult. So obviously, we're all human. Changes in general take time to adapt to, and there's going to be some growing pain, so to speak, dealing with this new situation. I think it's really important for us as parents to limit as much as possible showing that frustration or those difficulties with our children. And more importantly, it's very important that we do not express to them verbally or otherwise that they are somehow an inconvenience for us, or that their being there and our having to take care of them is causing us problems or anything like that. We have to show how much we love our children and how much we care for them, no matter what the difficulty. So we want to make sure we limit that and not express that frustration in front of them, so they don't feel either neglected or feel that they're a burden or feel unwanted or anything like that. I mean, they're dealing with their own situation, and everything is new to them as well, and it's a challenge to them. And this is something that we haven't seen in our lifetime, so they're also having their own issues to deal with. So we want to make things easy for them as much as possible. Right? When it comes to husbands and wives, it's really important that we give each other an opportunity to decompress, to unwind. My advice would be for couples to give each other time off, so to speak. For example, the husband would take care of the kids for an hour, and the wife is free to take a nap or read a book or go for a walk or something along those lines, so that she has some time to decompress and unwind as well and relieve some of that pressure. And vice versa, the wife would allow the husband that same opportunity, inshallah, and just be respectful and conscious of the pressure that we're all under, right? And try to minimize that and support each other as much as possible, inshallah ta'ala. If you have any tips or any methods that you might suggest for the community, how to deal with some of these issues, please go ahead and share them either on the YouTube channel, on the Facebook channel. Share your comments and tips, any links to good articles, anything like that. Obviously, I suggest that you all take time to get out for an hour a day and go for a walk, get some fresh air. Alhamdulillah, it's getting closer to springtime and the weather is getting better. So we're getting closer and closer to a weather that's actually quite enjoyable to be in. The trees are blooming and the flowers are blooming and that sort of thing, at least here in Maryland. So alhamdulillah, it's a good opportunity. Take some time, an hour a day, to get out of the house and go for a walk and that sort of thing. The other thing is, obviously, if the kids are doing online schooling or homeschooling now, you don't want to overburden them, right? The workload is not going to be the same. You're not going to expect them to be in front of the tablet or the laptop for 6 to 8 hours a day. That's just not reasonable, nor is it advisable. Homeschooling is a 3 or 4 hour situation, and there's other opportunities to learn and grow, having the kids help with cooking and different things like that, and those kind of things are really good. So we want to make sure that we're not overwhelming them as well with too much schooling, inshallah. Obviously, praying together, reading the Quran together, having some spiritual time together will help with that as well. Obviously, listening to the Quran, to recitations that you find that really touch your heart, definitely listen to those as much as you can. and make dhikr and send peace and blessings upon the Prophet ﷺ. Those sorts of things can really help an individual unwind and deal with the stress. Again, I would suggest when the weather is nice, opening the windows and getting some fresh air in the house, but that's just my suggestion. As I said, if you have comments or tips or anything like that, definitely let us know on the Facebook page, in the comments, or on the YouTube channel. Inshallah, the community overall can benefit from that. Inshallah. Jazakumullah khair. Keep us in your du'as as you are all in our du'as. We ask Allah to bless you all and your families and preserve you all and your families. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.